Hello YouTubers, Phil here, and welcome to another edition of the Weekly Rant. Today I'm only joined by the Baseball Lover. How are you doing, the Baseball Lover?
Hi.
I don't know why I had to add the Baseball Lover, like the Baseball Lover, like the one and only.
It's like a character.
I know, it's like a fairy tale
superhero,
character.
the Baseball Lover.
Once upon a time in Connecticut, America, there was a guy named the Baseball Lover. He was on a quest to record the Weekly Rant, but sadly the cheater couldn't make it because he ran out of internet. In Australia, you don't have unlimited internet, you have a certain amount of gigabytes you can use per month. And because of the ASO and other various things, he ran out, apparently.
Kind of sucks that he ran out now because there's a lot of time in this month.
I know, so as you can already hear by the tone of voices, this Weekly Rant will be rather just laid back and casual, just like the one last...
We can't do a pro one without Chu. He's the pro.
Exactly. He's the pro analyst.
Yeah.
And yeah, so... basically, like, this is the one, like, the 2 weeks before the Tour de France, not much was going on. We're just waiting to preview the Tour de France. Basically, the same thing now. We're just waiting to get close enough to the Vuelta a España so we can preview that. So there's not much we can do until then. So next week, you'll get a preview of the Vuelta a España. But this week, you'll just get Baseball Lover and Phil. You're talking to each other. So the race coming up soon is the Eneco Tour. At least it's the next big event in the cycling calendar. Who's your big favorite for winning this event?
For winning the entire thing... I mean, it could be any number of cobblers, probably Sagan, Cancellara. Usually it's a little bit of a lesser guy winning, but the big guys signed up for this one, so you see, like, Bonin, Terpstra, Steiber are all there. Boom. Tom, what?
He got second last year, Tom Dumoulin.
Yeah, but isn't there more cobbles this year?
I'm actually not. Let me look that up.
I thought there was more cobbles. I don't remember because I'm pretty sure when I looked, they didn't have the profiles up.
They should be on what's it called? Pro Cycling Stats. This is not a.
They just have
Pro
the map.
Stats.
They don't have the actual profile.
Oh, they do. They do for stage 5 and stage 6. Stage 7 too. Okay, they don't have stage 1 through 4, but stage 5, 6, and 7 they do have. Stage 5 is a very tough, like, Ardennes kind of finish. Looks very tough. It kind of looks like the one Rafael Micah won in the Tour de Polonia. Yeah. That climb. So does stage 6.
I think a guy like Sagan will win it, honestly, because the hills are a little bit too much for some of these guys, but also there's cobbles in it.
How about the time trial? There's like a 10-kilometer time trial in there as well.
That's true, but it's only 10K. Cancellara could also win that. So
he hasn't won a time trial in forever. I think Tom Dumoulin's going to win that one. I think your money is safely put on Tom Dumoulin to win that one.
I think that Tyler Farrell will win everything.
Oh, he's in the Eneco Tour?
Yeah, he abandoned Poland so he could be in the Eneco Tour.
Wait, are they trying to set up a lead out train for Farrar, or is he just going solo as usual?
Well, they tried. They had all their sprinters in Poland, and then they had a train, but they didn't actually have their train at the front, so Farah just went behind, and every like Crater and Van Hoff also went behind and got shut out, and then, yeah, it was bad. So, nope, they don't have any other... Well, they have... Actually, Navradouskas could be the leader.
He's pretty good. He showed form in the
I never thought about it this way, but Navradouskas is probably their sprint leader. Although, he doesn't have... He's not as good on cobbles as Farah.
I guess just time will tell. We just have to wait to get there. But I gotta say, my personal favorite is Tom Dumoulin to win this. I just think he's improved so much over the year. Like, if you look at the start of the year to now, he's done so good. And I think his time trial is at a point where he can get like 20 seconds on a 10-kilometer time trial.
I think that Bjorn Lukemans is better, though. Because 81.
Because ASO DB or DB? Wasn't it that?
It was the Focus DB.
Oh, Focus DB, yeah.
81 cobble.
I think it's someone having the Roelan syndrome. Like, you know how Handball has to give Roland's unrealistic stats every single database he makes? Well, there might be some guy from Focus being like, oh, Bjorn Lukemans, oh wait, it's Fletcher. He deserves 81 cobblestones. If you don't understand that joke, the Tour of Denmark 2013, it was around my city, so I vlogged it. I went there and I did a vlog, like I did the Tour de France. I went there and I tried to get Juan Antonio Fletcher's autograph because I'm a huge fan of him. I like his riding style. So I was just screaming to every single Vacansoleil rider, Fletcher, Fletcher, Fletcher. And then I recorded one where it was sort of Bjorn Lukemans, and he just turned around, I'm not Fletcher. And yeah, that's a living joke. Not to like this day. It's very funny. What do you think about Nick Stibar's chances of winning again? He won it last year in front of Dumoulin and Grivkov.
He could win because he has good Hilly's power.
Hilly's powers.
But but I don't know. I haven't Has he even raced in like 6 months?
Not even sure. They might also be going for Bonin as well, so there are
Yeah,
multiple leaders on that team.
they could be going for Bonin, but Bonin's never been that good on hills, especially if they don't have cobbles on them.
Yeah, also he's declining. Ever since he did
Also,
cocaine.
Balkamalama could win.
Balkamalama?
Balkamalama is now a cobbles rider.
He's more... No, actually, if Balkamalama said screw the GC and went for a more classic approach, I think he could win a few stages. Like, if you went for a Rue Costa approach before he did the GC, I think that could be like him. I think they are very common.
Or Jurgen Rollins. Jurgen Rollins could easily win.
He just needs to go to a team like Vanti Goubert if he wants to win anything.
No. Bjorn Lukemans has that locked up.
Where else could they go?
Or Van Bilsen. Van Bilsen could win this.
He's on Cofidis now. How do you like that trade?
He's still top sport for the rest of the year.
Yeah, but at the end of the year, he's going to go on Cofidis. How do you like that trade?
Right now, he still has this wild card, and he is on this team, and he is the obvious leader ahead of Van Steen, obviously.
Are you sure? You never know when Fias is controlling the team. Who's the leader? You never know.
Yeah, well, you know. So.
See, okay, another race had just been ridden, which I just spoke about before, the Tour of Denmark. The 2014 edition got closed off today, and you gotta be sad if do you know the story about the Tour of Denmark? You've been following it, Baseball Lover?
Yeah, I've been following it.
Okay, so Manuel Boaro took the yellow jersey, or I don't even know if it's a yellow jersey. It's a yellow jersey. I'm pretty sure. It's
a magenta jersey.
No, it's a yellow jersey. It is in the Tour of Denmark. He took it on like stage 4, I want to say, or something like that. He did very well. He won the stage. He took the yellow jersey. He then lost it on the very final day to a breakaway that had his own teammate in it, Mikael Valgren. And I just want to say,
my God, yeah.
I just want to say to you guys, Mikael Valgren is going to win on the Danish Classics in the next 2 years. Either next year or the year before, after that. I think he's going to win one of the Ardennes.
Is Magnus going to win the Ardennes?
Well, I think it's too early for Magnus Kort. I just think Magnus Kort is going to have a domestique role at Orica Greenwich next year. That's the thing. But also, I guess Mikael Valgren was also having like a luxury domestique role for Sagan.
Yes, know that Weaning and Albacini and them are getting old. So is Garrett.
No, he's not that old. He's like 29, 30.
No, well, I mean, he's old enough to start declining, not now, but he's 34.
Yeah, what? Is he 34?
Yeah.
Holy, yeah, I guess that counts as declining.
So in a couple years, and you already got Albacini and let me see them. How old?
You have the Yates brothers who also could do something. I mean, we saw both. Like Adam did really good. Was that in the Show d'Italia? Did good?
Yeah, but they're not. Well, I guess Simon is really a puncher.
Yeah.
And I'd say Adam's more of a climber.
Yeah. I guess I would just not rule them out. Like, it's too early in their career to put them in one place and say that's how they are. Like, if you take a look at Wiggins, we all said, well, he's a time trialist, then he's a climber, and now he's a cobblestone rider.
We judged him as last year, saying that he couldn't finish Paris-Roubaix in the top 10. We judged him because we thought he's too old, but he proved that he's still a young guy who can switch his discipline at the age of like 36.
Watch out for Froome. Speaking about young guys who can change their disciplines, so David Rebellin is trying to make his comeback to the World Tour. Today he turns 43, I think. Or is it 42? It's either 42 or 33.
He turns 43
today. Today's his birthday.
Yeah.
Well, he turns old today. He turns very old. But he announced like a few days ago that he wants to return to the World Tour races.
And to lead. He wants to lead an Ardennes Classic in the World Tour.
See, I mean, that is sure willpower, but I mean, is he going to be like 50 years old when he's going to ride the Tour de France? Like, what is the oldest guy to ever ride the Tour de France?
He said that he's had a few years to think about his doping, and that he's coming back.
With even more dope?
With probably even more dope, like Corner. And he is coming back to win, and he thinks that he's gone past his CCC Pulsat level, and he wants to elevate himself.
When is the last time you won a stage? He's just in the Continental Tour level.
That's not even relevant. He is a World Tour leader, and he will always be a World Tour leader. He's only been active since 1993, and
before I was born.
Yeah, well, he's just He won a stage. He was in the TTT winning team of the CBUE cycling tour.
Okay. Good job,
And
everybody.
finished on the podium twice by himself. Not even with his team. So what does that tell you? It tells you that David Rebellin is pro and that he will keep doing it. His last pro win was actually in May. The Slaktigum Grodo Plastglock.
Yeah, but if it's that long ago since you won your last race, I don't think it's time to say I've succeeded my level and I'm good.
In 2009.
Heck, it's such a while ago though. But I don't know about David Rebellin. Another guy who's changing teams on the World Tour level is Peter Sagan. I think I want to talk first about this one because it's a team that's dear to my heart. It's Tinkoff Saxo Bank. He's going to there next year. First of all, I want to say this is the best transfer that Tinkoff Saxo Bank has ever made. Like, they've made a bunch of big name transfers, but it's the worst possible place that Peter Sagan could go for his own ambitions. He left Cannondale because they wouldn't put a team around him. He went to another team that won't put a team around him.
I feel like this is a really stupid move for Sagan, and he just doesn't get it. I mean, obviously, he's getting more money this way because they can afford to pay him more money. But Cannondale, at least, they didn't have good riders around him to support him, but they were all for him. Now, you have really good riders on Tinkoff, but none of them care how Peter Sagan does.
You're never going to see Kroeger pace for Peter Sagan in the Ardennes.
It's not going to happen.
Nothing.
You're never going to see him pace for anyone because he's banned for doping.
Well, he's going to come back eventually. I think all I think of is fighting that suspension real hard, at least on Twitter. But
it's everything hard on Twitter.
See, Peter Sagan wants to win the Ardennes and he wants to win the cobblestones. Who does he have to help in the cobblestone? He's got Benatti, Tosato, Brichel,
they don't have stone riders on that team.
And he's got Ignatieff now, but Mikhail Ignatieff.
I thought that he was the guy that was getting dropped on the third categories by Oleg Tinkoff. And got him. I don't know how well this flies over with your team morale to tell everyone that you're getting this. Also, I feel like this is really weird, but I just got this, okay? So I just looked on the team to see who was a good cobbler, right? Mm-hmm. It says that Rasmus Goldhammer is now a stag-iyer on Tinkoff. Isn't he like 30 by now?
Well, is he in Tinkoff?
He's now a stag-iyer in Tinkoff.
What? How old is he?
He's 30 now.
No, he's like 26, 27, right? Let me look that up.
Because he was like a young talent like 5 years ago.
Yeah, he's still a young talent.
He flopped.
Rasmus Goldhammer. He's been active since 2008. 25. Yeah, he's 25.
Yeah, well, you don't see stag-iyers on teams at 25.
No, you do definitely not. He won a Norwegian race this year. He got second in Himmerland Rund. I actually recorded that for Sucking Up. And he won Tour de Provence.
He's a now?
What?
He was like a big climber, wasn't he?
No. He was more of a... No, he was not a climber. He's more of a tempo rider. No. But one Danish guy that will be something one day. Rasmus Quaid, Magnus Kort, and Mikael Valgren. Those three guys. I said one guy, but I'm actually mentioning three guys. Well, those three guys will be something.
Time trialist, right?
Quaid got let me look that up real quick. A bunch of looking up in this episode.
He does a lot of good time trials.
He got top 10 in the World Championship. Really weird.
So what I want to know is how they signed Goldhammer and not him.
Because I don't know. I think Rasmus Quaid is going to Garmin Sharp, actually, I think.
Wait, what?
Yeah, he was going to join... there was another Dane on your team, Lars Norman Hansen, I think.
Lars Norman Hansen,
yeah, I think... Let me look that up.
It doesn't say Pro Cycling Stats reason.
Of course it doesn't. Pro Cycling Stats is shit.
Lars Norman Hansen, he's done nothing for us.
No, I'm not sure. I saw he was linked before. He was definitely linked to Garmin Sharp at one point. So you'll get Quaid most likely.
It's been pretty useless, honestly. He hasn't done anything.
I think Quaid is really good. Lars Norman Hansen is crap. I mean, he's really good in the track disciplines. Like, he won the points race, I want to say, in the Olympics. Not sure what it was, but he won something. But
Rasmus Goldhammer has 0 pro wins.
Because he's never really ridden in a pro race. He's still a stat guy.
He was on HTC Columbia in 2010, and then he went back to Team Concorda for Syncring Himmerland.
No clue. Like that's just weird. But
Pro Tour team, and he did so bad he went back to like second tier Continental.
who does the Americans have that are up and coming talents?
Well, if Rasmus Goldhammer's 25 and he's an upcoming talent, then we have Talansky and Van Garderen.
Are they both 25?
Okay, Dombrowski, Boswell, Nathan Brown, Lawson Craddock.
You're not supposed to mention every single American guy.
Well, these guys have been signed up by World Tour teams, so they're obviously an upcoming talent, or they wouldn't have been signed by a World Tour team. Ryan Eastman, I know I'm forgetting one.
This stage could turn very ugly real soon, guys. Viviani could win a stage in... Nah, never mind. Just continue.
Okay. So there are quite a lot of guys, actually, and I didn't even realize it. I didn't even realize that there were so many awesome American riders. Let me actually look up the old development team that they were all on so that I can see them, like, actually.
Who's the best American talent? Like, who's the best?
Dombrowski, but Dombrowski is at Sky, and he hasn't done anything, like, since he went to Sky because he's there, so maybe Lawson Craddock.
Yeah, I could see that.
And then, we haven't really seen Gavin Mannion yet, but,
I don't even know who that is.
Gavin Mannion, he was just signed up as a stag ire for Garmin, and he's a decent climber. And then you have, Nathan Brown is also like that. Ian Boswell was also, like, second to Dombrowski. He was really good until he went to Sky.
So basically, you go to Sky and you die. Speaking of going to Sky, Nicholas Roach tweeted a picture where he's like, his training, so great, and he was out training with Richie Port, so it's pretty much confirmed he is going to Sky.
Hashtag swag.
Hashtag fuck you, Oleg. Basically, but he's going...
Tanner Putt. I forgot about Tanner Putt. He's a new guy. He's on Bissell development team now, but he does decently in pretty much everything, so he could really be a young talent. He was decent at the Tour of Utah so far. And he won the U23 roadways. So.
Yes. But guys, that's the end of the weekly rant right here. The race is over. There's not much to talk about. Like, there's literally been no news whatsoever.
Voigt says his last year was the USA Pro Challenge.
Yeah, his last race, the USA Pro Challenge, which is coming up pretty soon. It's a shame saying goodbye to this guy, but I'm pretty sure he'll be back in some way or another. He'll probably be like the Tour de France mascot from now on. Something's going to happen.
To Omega.
What?
Betancourt to Omega is a rumor that could happen.
Well, who cares about Betancourt? He won't do much. Thank you guys for watching.
That's true.
Let's hope Chew gets his Wi-Fi back for next time.